Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. We have a pretty big comparison to make. I'll basically be including all the wave weight shoes that are available right now, but most notably it'll be between their big four: wave weight 11, 808 Ultra, AlsBeatz 12 Encore, and Shadow 6. We'll focus on comparing those four, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that is the toughest decision one could ever make because they're all amazing performers. Different price points, different strengths and weaknesses. So we'll look at each performance aspect and pick out one best shoe in that regard, then still combine everything together to see which one is the best basketball shoe from the brand. Which one's best for which types of players. I'll make sure to mention that as well. Also, if I'm forcing myself to only recommend one shoe from them, I'm sure you did not expect my answer for that one. Before we start, I'd like to just ask you to please consider subscribing if you haven't done so. Here on this channel, we go over all different hoop shoes from all the brands out there, and that definitely means a lot to me if you can subscribe. Also, drop a like on the video if you found this to be helpful at all. Links to all these shoes will be in the description box if you're interested, except for the Shadow 6, but that's dropping very soon too. I have the pink colorway right here. We'll be getting the black pair as well, because that comes in a solid rubber also instead of translucent. It seems to have a different upper too. Anyways, here we go. Starting off with cushion, I've never really seen this before from within the same brand. These four shoes, although they have very different prices, they all have the same cushion setup. Well, the foundation, the foam used is the same, and that is a full-length boom midsole. It's executed differently, like the amount of cage and what else they combine it with. While 11, they sandwich a carbon fiber plate in between boom. AlsBeatz Shadow 6, these are more so the classic boom midsole, partly exposed. And the 808 Ultra uses a full-length boom drop-in midsole, just like its previous versions do. See, this is what I appreciate. They're not shy to use their best tech on the cheaper models too. Unlike Nike, for example, where the product features are strictly segmented by price. While we're here, let's go over their prices on waveweight.com. Being the flagship model, the waveweight 11 comes in at a whopping $225 US, followed by the 808 Ultra at 160 bucks, AlsBeatz 12 Encore at 150 bucks, and then the Shadow line is basically 120 bucks. Also for 120 bucks, you can get their Fission 9 AlsBeatz 2, but since we're talking about cushion, those two have 75% boom instead of 100%. And the gap in their responsiveness at underfoot cushion is notable. Go down even more, at 99 bucks, the weight flash almost has no cushion. So the winner in this aspect, I'm gonna say WOW 11, but it all comes down to the price you end up getting these at. The Shadow 6 at more than $100 cheaper can also have full-length boom. That's insane value. You really can't go wrong with any of these four here. So I'm gonna break it down just a tiny bit more. Which one feels the bounciest on feet? That's an easy pick, waveweight 11. In my opinion, the sandwich setup is brilliant. You get the softness and foamy effect from the bottom layer of boom. At the same time, the carbon fiber plate covers pretty much the entirety of the footbed to give you a very springy effect. The bounciness is long-lasting too. It doesn't go away. The foam does not bottom out or stiffen up over time. How I felt from the very beginning is the same as how I'm feeling now. Yeah, if having a super bouncy shoe is your priority, then go with the waveweight 11, their flagship model. Best core feel goes to the AlsBeatz 12 Encore. Not the WOW 11, too much bounce back, layers underneath your feet. Not the Shadow 6, because that midsole stacks up a little bit high off the ground with the bridge-like design. 808 Ultra or any drop-in midsole shoe, it's just hard to get an amazing core feel out of it. Sometimes you even feel detached between the drop-in and outer shell. The carrier or frame is usually on the harder side too. So Encore gives you a nice and smooth ride. You still feel fairly low to the ground while not sacrificing any stability. Let's say when you're rolling your feet against the floor. Moving on to the next big aspect, which I know is the most important part to a shoe's performance to a lot of people, traction performance. Here I always say that Way of Weight and New Balance, These are the only two brands that have completely figured it out with their rubber compound and traction patterns used. But if I absolutely have to pick one, best traction goes to Wave Weight 11. And that applies to not just within the brand, but among all shoes released this year, it's up there. I mean, it almost grips too hard. The way this GCU also creates contact and friction, the sturdiness and confidence level you get while you're playing in them, even on very dusty courts. The squeak is insane too. GCU sounds like just another fancy name they came up with, but shit's really one of the best out there. What else can I say? AlsBeatz 12 Encore also features a very similar GCU also, so that can be a close second. 808-4 Ultra, I'll be absolutely honest, the 808-3 solid rubber also outperforms it. Shadow 6 traction is great too, but again, won't compare to the WOW 11 level. Now here I should also add an outdoor perspective. I'll say this, all of these should be fine for outdoor use, even the Wave Weight 11. I thought this was going to be weak durability wise, but I've used these as a casual shoe this past summer, like heavily. I played in them on concrete courts, asphalt, hard rubberized courts outside, you name it, and they're still holding up perfectly fine. The only thing is that also with D-Wave's phase on it, changes color with more usage. So this milky translucent one has like a lot of yellow spots, but I didn't even have any significant damage on the treads or anything. Anyways, my point is it's surprisingly durable. Best traction Wave Weight 11. If you're worried about durability, that is not a concern based on my experience. It's just dirty expensive, so it depends on how you're planning to use it. Next, we look at how they fit. Usually I would say with Wave Weight shoes, when in doubt, go half size up from your true size, or half size up from your normal sneaker size. But if we break it down to each shoe, some of them I think going true to size might be more ideal. WOW 11, AlsBeatz 12 Encore. Fission 9, you're probably better off staying with your true size as well. The rest of them just go up the half size to be safe. Most waifu friendly from the brand, number one is Fission 9. Then WOW 11 is good too. And that's why I think unless you have very wide feet, you can go true to size. Otherwise, the toe box on the WOW 11 might feel funky, like a platypus on feet. For narrow feet, their narrowest shoe is the AlsBeatz 2, and the Flash runs more on the narrower side too. The perfect standard fit between the Fission 9 and AlsBeatz 2 is the Shadow 6, right in the middle in terms of width. Here in this aspect, there's really no good or bad, better or worse. It all comes down to your own foot shape and preference. Material-wise, all right, let me give you my pick here first. 808-4 Ultra. I have a few reasons for that. Comparing it to the previous version, comfort from the upper is drastically improved. It feels pretty cozy now. Even the toe box is nice and soft, stretchy where it needs to be, no discomfort anywhere. The 808-3 Ultra, remember on the Oxygen colorway, I said the material can turn out to be too plasticky. For me, there was a spot on the lateral side where it folds awkwardly and causes some pinching issues too. Now let me explain why I didn't pick the other ones. Shadow 6, it feels buttery smooth in hand, but I had one small incident where I almost self-exploded on an ankle roll, so I did wish there was more rigidity to the upper. AlsBeatz 12 Encore, quite a few of you have reported a pinching issue near the middle here where the stitching connects these panels. I didn't really have that myself. It's one of my favorite shoes right now, but I thought it's worth mentioning so that you know it isn't flawless in terms of material comfort. Also, each colorway of the Encore might have a different set of materials used, so it can be complicated. You're always welcome to watch my videos on it again. Wave Weight 11, everything is great, except it's not breathable enough. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? I'd be lying if I said breathability is fantastic on those. That's just not the case. For the best ventilation, none of their big four is the super breathable minimal type. If you like that, you should consider their AlsBeatz 2 and Flash. Extremely lightweight, and those uppers are super duper thin. For the best support and lockdown, I think we gotta go WOW 11 here, where it's almost a tie between the 11 and Shadow 6. Both of these will keep your feet in position nicely and hold up well under heavy usage against all those twists and turns on the court. Wave Weight 11 just has all parts of your feet covered. fully armored up. Shadow 6 gives you an excellent balance between comfort and lockdown. AlsBeatz 12 Encore, if you decided to size up, you might experience some heel slippage. 8084 Ultra, same. Secure enough up front, but heel lockdown isn't elite. What else? Best looking shoe, I think, is the Encore, but my opinion here shouldn't matter to you at all. I mean, it's totally subjective. All right, now we can get to the most important question. If I have to pick out a best performer here, gotta go with the flagship. It does come with two downsides, breathability and affordability, but the upsides are just so strong, so high. I think it is an elite level shoe without a doubt. Traction, cushion, bounciness. Factoring in the retail price and budget concern, I might have a different answer. I mean, 225 USD is pretty nasty. So my personal pick out of their 4 best shoes right now, like if I was to only recommend you one pair by heart, considering their performance and value, I'm gonna go with the Shadow 6. They really didn't have to be this nice, but they did give us everything we could have ever asked for on a $119 shoe. Full length boom, a support plate, tough rubber for durability, smooth upper. Man, they killed it with this one. AlsBeatz 12 Encore is basically a more affordable and more breathable version of the Wild 11, which is why I love it so much. However, if you take the traction performance, bounciness for example, and do a head-to-head comparison between those two, the Encore is not as good. 8084 Ultra, in my opinion, is already the best out of the 808 line, but you see, they really have a lot of good options. Best for guards, Encore. Best for bigs, Wave 11. 8084 is also great, I think. That's pretty versatile. Lightest of the 4 by weight is the Shadow 6. So that's about it for this wave weight comparison. If you'd like to see a similar comparison like this for any other brand or which specific shoes, please let me know in the comments. I'll definitely be reading your suggestions. In terms of ranking all these brands that make performance basketball shoes, I think there's only one brand that has superior products on a consistent basis. For those who watch a lot of my videos, you should probably know the answer. Which one is your favorite shoe from Wave Weight? Please feel free to share with us down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next one.